Alright, let's see. Alright, chat overlay is up. Alright, we're good. Alright, welcome back to Wrath of the Righteous. Doing the healer run. I started late, so I'm going to hit the ground running. We're done with everything we need to do in Dresden. I'm going to head on off to the Chili Creek area. No, wait. No, we're going to go deal with Regil and Daron's quest. So, exit. We're taking Regil. So I'm kicking out. Usually might not help things. Alright, so go deal with Regil's thing, then go deal with Daron. Teleport to Gloomy Gorge and get a quote-unquote random threat. Chief Soul. Slowly, barely moving, a formless figure shuffles towards you. When it finally draws near, you realize it's Chief Soul, but the state of him. The wound has desiccated him, drained him of his last vestiges of strength. His clothes are caked in blood, his eyes are glazed and rolling in his head, and black saliva trickles from his limply gaping mouth. Soul, is it really you? Soul, what are you doing here? Soul stares at you for a while, as if he doesn't recognize you, but his awareness slowly sharpens. Commander, to Dresden. I'm going to Dresden. You together. Rescue. Easy, easy. We'll rescue everyone, alright, Soul? The commander is back. Everything's going to be fine. You're alone? Where are the other Mongols? Shava Melek, his lair. They're all there. Do you know where Shava Melek's lair is? Soul gestures vaguely in the direction he came from. There. Lan gives you a worried look. He's not himself. We need to get him to the healers first. Maybe he'll remember something once he gets some rest. Escort Soul to Dresden. We're going to back. You need help immediately. Thank you. Soul calls violently. Commander, you're the commander. Need to get to Dresden. There, we'll talk there. Okay, never mind. I said I was done with everything in Dresden, but I stand corrected. Greetings, Atrocious.
Godspeed.
Sorry I started a little late today. Let's see. Sol is looking better. His wounds have been bandaged. His gaze is more lucid. And yet, he's still not the same peaceful old man you left in Dresden. His haggard, pale face bears the mark of emaciation and death. The commander is back. So am I. I can't believe it. Lan chuckles. You must be charmed or something. I bet Savamelik thinks you must have died long ago, but here you are, wheezing away. Come on then, tell us what happened. We need to hurry. What happened to the Mongols while I was gone? Sol lets out a wheezing, heavy sigh. At first, nothing unusual. We were just living our lives. But then the whole tribe got stricken with something. Man, his speech impediment is hard to read sometimes. It was like a disease. Your arms ache, your legs ache. It tears you from the inside. Nobody knew anything about it, and then one night we all woke up. Sol thinks for a moment. Can't remember what came next. I remember opening my eyes, and I'm walking out the gate. A guard stops me, and I say, Lady Anivia's orders. He doesn't believe me, and I just grab him and, I don't remember. I really don't. Sol shakes his head as if trying to drive away the dark thoughts. Like a nightmare it was. I remember us walking a long way. I remember the white eyes of a demon. People screaming. It's sickening to remember. I can guess what was happening there. Savamelik performed his vile ritual again. Yes, he fed them human flesh, and when that wasn't enough for some, he would sting them with his poison. Sol shudders. Those who survived became something else. Oh, why you got you here, Atrocious? How did you ever get the chance to try your run? And if so, how did it go? While it might take a while to type up the answer. Why were you wandering alone in the wound? Sol's face crumbles as if he's about to cry. I'm old, weak, good for nothing. Not even for being a demon's slave. They poured blood down my throat, and still, I couldn't get the power all our tribesmen got. So the demon just said, Be gone, carrion. Let the wound kill you. You're on your last legs all the same. Useless I am. What run? Oh, I thought you were doing the run with with an elf cleric. For Last Azanti to try to get that one Eridan achievement title. I guess I was wrong. No, you're not useless. Savamelik underestimated you, but you beat him. You survived and you made the journey back. All I could ever wish for is to be half as tough as you are, Sol. Do you remember where Savamelik is holed up? Yes, there were ruins. Valley of Temples, he called them. Sol frowns as he searches his memory. He said something about a city hanging over a rift, an ancient city. Valley of Temples has been revealed. The city of Iz. It's funny. It's a funny coincidence that we need to go there anyway. Although it's not much of a surprise, really. The demons are either cowards or idiots. So that's probably why Savimelech is sticking close to Iz, so he can turn tail and run back to his friends if things get ugly. Yeah, that one. I gave up. I have no way of beating Vrox. Got it. How are you feeling? Sol looks at his shaking hands. I'm done. Done, Commander. My service is over. He said his poison makes us stronger. But my body can't take it. My time is short. If only I could know that my tribe still will return. Then I could lie down and die in peace. I'll bring your people back. Trust me. We will, Chief. I've sworn to destroy Savimelech no matter what it takes. And I'll keep my word. Maybe you can't. Maybe there's no bringing them back anymore. Whoever's poisoned is poisoned forever. But seeing them before I go even like that would be a blessing. So tonight I'm doing a regular custom difficulty run. Alright, well, good luck. Lan chuckles bitterly. Hey now, the commander has already promised you that we'll get everyone back. Don't make him reconsider. And don't you go dying on us before we get back, you hear? Alright. Alright. Let's try this again. So much for teleporting to it. Now I have to walk to the Hell Knight outpost. And someone else on the road. Brothers, sisters, I'm having a vision. I see her. I see the holy martyr. There she is, standing before me as if she were alive, just like in her sacred image. A dirty, exhausted fighter in rusted armor jabs his finger at Ember, staring at her so intently that his eyes seem to almost bulge out of their sockets. Hey, Toil, look over there. It's definitely her. Don't be ridiculous. Oh, I see her too. And who's that next to her? Is that the commander? A heavy-set female tiefling with broken horns and a convict brand on her cheek takes a hesitant step toward you. I don't see it. Neither the part where she's supposed to have broken horns. And I definitely can't see the brand. Oh well. Yes, it's them. I swear by the holy tears of the martyr, it's really them. Teratab, the bricklayer who once stormed into your room to tell you Ember had been abducted, looks at you in awe. What are you talking about? I'm not a vision. I'm alive. Instead of answering, Toil falls to her knees before Ember and the others follow her example. What are you doing? Stand up. Stand up now. We'll do whatever the Holy Martyr asks of us. The knights stand. Where are you going? We are going to the unholy altar of Baphomet, the one shattered by the tears of our Ember the Righteous. The surviving Templars, led by the demon Thasgarod, decided that it was time to repair it and start offering up sacrifices again, since she was no longer here. They started with our former cultists. They keep them they keep them captive and kill them one by one. We don't abandon our own people. We're going to free them and shatter the altar into dust while we're at it, along with the demon and his minions. I won't lie to you, Commander. We could really use some help. But we have no time to gather reinforcements. Every hour we delay could mean a death sentence for one of our brothers and sisters. If you and the preacher decide to help us, we will be grateful till the end of our days. If not, well, we'll somehow have to handle it on our own. We'll help. Ember looks at you. We will help, won't we? Who are you? We call ourselves the Redeemed Brotherhood. Who we are? Toil scratches the brand on her cheek with gnarled fingers. The short answer is we're all scum. Convicts, deserters, looters, even a few former cultists. Those who heard our Saint Ember's preaching and decided it wasn't too late to do something better with our lives than throwing them into the abyss. Not all of us were lucky enough to see her in the flesh, of course. But those who heard her sermons passed on her words to others. We even collected her teachings and turned them into a book. Our thinking was, though Ember herself may be gone, well, we all thought she was gone. Her words would live on. They continued to spread and save those who were lost. I didn't say anything special. These are simple things everyone knows. Not everyone, it seems. Or perhaps they do know, but they don't know what to do with the knowledge. That's how people are. We need even the simplest truths explained to us so we can begin to live by them. I used to be a miscreant too, before I got the chance to mend my ways. Gods be praised for giving us a second chance. The gods are far away. Better praise the people who help each other to drag themselves out of the dirt. Once there were enough of us. We had the strength to fight back, so that's what we do now. We fight them everywhere we meet them. We didn't go with the Queen. We decided someone should stay and keep an eye on the city and the surrounding area. Turns out we did the right thing since we met you here. Why are you calling Ember the Holy Martyr? Everyone knows Ember perished in the abyss along with the commander and her other disciples, and thus became a martyr. Well, or so everyone thought until today. We really were in the abyss, but we're back now. What do you mean by disciples? Since when am I her disciple? Aren't you? You traveled in her party, listened to her preachings, fought evil at her side. I think we learned something from each other. So she smiles apologetically. What happened to your horns? I broke them off. The woman touches an uneven stump with her fingers. I'm human, not a demon. No matter what they say, I am human. Were you called a demon because you're a tiefling? Being a tiefling is only half of the problem. The real problem is this. The more evil you do in your life, the less good is expected of you. If you stole yesterday, you will also steal tomorrow. Isn't that fair? But if everyone treats you like garbage, all you can ever be is garbage. What other choice do you have? And if a thief has horns on their head, well, everyone knows what that means. They're a demon. What else could they be? I used to rob and kill. Got convicted, sentenced to hard labor, escaped, and started over. I thought there was no other path for me. If honest people refuse to accept me, I don't owe them anything. I've done too much evil to try to repent. I've lived like a demon in the abyss, nothing but evil in my past and my future. And then I ran into these guys. I heard them praying for the demon's salvation. Well, at first I laughed, then it hit me. What if I really do have a choice? What if there is something else in life beyond this never-ending nightmare? I spoke with those who'd seen Ember in the flesh, listened to them recite her sermons from memory. And then I broke off my horns, and with that I broke away from my former life. Thank you for coming back. I'm really happy for you, for all of you. A warm smile lights up the ex-convict's tough, weathered face. It is I who must thank you. You brought me back from the abyss. You brought me back to humanity. No, we haven't even met before. How could I be to thank for you changing your life? Maybe my words helped a little, but you did the most important part yourself. Terta, what are you doing here? You spared me before, though I deserved nothing but death. After that I vowed to dedicate the life you gave me to spread the teachings of our little preacher among the people. Fortunately, I was not alone. Now go. I wish you luck in the battle. I'll come to your aid. Thank you, Commander. With both you and Ember the Righteous on our side, we cannot lose. Bless us, O Righteous One. I am not a goddess to dole out blessings, but I wish you success. Ember smiles broadly. Alright. Man, there's a lot more of these companion quests came out unexpectedly. Is there any loot in here? Right, doesn't look like it. So, Baphomet Shrine. What else? Closed portal to Ineluctable Prison. Trap for the other. Ineluctable Prison. The Valley of Temples. The Blade Workshop is... I got quite a few locations I have to go. Oh, and Pelora's Fall. Wow. Get my work cut out for me. Here we go. Let's see. Settle the dispute with the Hell Knights.
Together we stand.
Trust in yourself.
Do I have any spells that help my skill checks? +4 to skill checks. Here we go. I prefer for combat now. You'll be trapped once you're inside.
I stand ready.
Fine. It won't come to that, but you're right. There's no point in not preparing, just in case. Alright, mage armor on yourself. Alright. Is there anything else that improves skill checks? Bless does, right? No, saving for us. What about prayer? Prayer does it, surprisingly. Alright. That doesn't help. Oh, wait. Protection from... not evil, from law will actually be the thing. It'll come to that. You don't know that. Certain of it. No, you're not. Like, there's a good chance, you know, things will end peacefully. We're gonna have a happy ending, people. I'll do what it takes to have that happy ending. No matter how many bodies I need to pile on for it. God damn it. Does morale bonuses stack? Oh, I'll find out now. Heroism. Alright. No, it doesn't. Alright. Nothing else for you.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
This does give a bonus. So prayer. What else? Delay poison communal. There is no peace. Good things don't happen to good people. There's always strife. Why are you typing like your soul? He was wrong. If you ever... He was proven wrong. Come on now. What does this help skill checks? No, it just helps for when you're trying to fight. Okay, what about you? Bestow grace, that's fine. There's actually, Aura of Greater Courage would come up against all these. All the Hell Knights. Another Archon's Aura. There's Edge.
I will see this through.
Let me see, what else can I get? Ecstasy, no. I guess the only thing I have right now is like the ward against weakness. See, I cast those. This frightful aspect, I don't think that matters. Angelic aspect great. Wait, can't he cast that automatically? No. No, he cannot. But he can... Oh, I guess turn on the animals. One of these helps persuasion, right? And then Sword of Heaven is now an AoE buff, right? Maybe not. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. And what else can I give? Light of Heaven. Is there anything else? Frightful aspect. Size bonus. Strength bonus. Does this stack with... We'll find out. I'll see if this stacks with the shape change. Okay. For that, there's one other spell to cast. Right, here it is. Avenger's Blessing, Divine Power, Holy Aura, Greater Heroism. And last, Eagle Soul.
The world has suffered enough.
You can cast Eagle Soul too. There. Let's go. Although it won't come to a battle, it's just the most solid just in case. The Hell Knight Outpost welcomes you with sharp and inhospitable silence. Tall figures in black imposing armor tower over you. There are no threats or greetings, nothing at all. Regil takes his place in the formation near Paralictors Renth, Tai, and Diothon, but slightly ahead of them. There is a barely noticeable shift in his posture and demeanor. It's almost like he is getting ready to perform a wearisome and unpleasant task. You all know why we are gathered here. Today, the Order's emissaries will hear the results of my investigation into the actions of the individual known as the Commander of the Fifth Crusade, as well as decide the fate of said individual. Regil, explain yourself. I think it's obvious. The orders need to know whether or not you can be trusted. I will coordinate the tribunal as someone who knows the facts better than the rest. Fine, I will hear what you have to say. I will state the facts as they are known to me. You reserve the right to speak in your own defense. Regil's voice remains cold and unpleasantly impersonal. I will start with the main reason for today's assembly. The source of the Commander's supernatural powers had been hidden from us until recently. But now it is clear. The emergence of these abilities was caused by Aurilu Vorlesh, a criminal and an enemy that unequivocally and unconditionally must be destroyed. Whether the Commander is her associate or an involuntary tool is yet to be determined. Okay, 49. I would need a 9 No, not a 9, 11. God damn it. An 11 or an 11. Damn. There's no benefits. Alright, I guess I'll choose diplomacy. I am neither. I neither cooperate with nor obey her. Well, you're right. Probably will kill her. Or probably will kill Regil. Oh shit. You got a 17. 55. It would be proper to present at least one piece of evidence confirming the cooperation between Commander and Vorlesh the criminal. So far, your accusation has not been supported by any proof. Let us continue. Aside from the source of the power, there is also the matter of its application. The commander partially managed to overcome the destructive nature of his inherited powers. Unfortunately, he then went to a different extreme and displayed excessive virtue. This excess is a flaw, though not an inexcusable one. Whatever my power is, I only use it to oppose the world rule and to benefit the crusade. Regil pays no attention to your words. We must also scrutinize the commander's temperament. The main question of interest to us was whether we could rely on such an ally. What if he became a puppet in the hands of our enemies? To determine this, I took the liberty of staging a test that featured several treacherous demons. And this test revealed the commander's complete unreliability. He is incapable of seeing through demonic deception, and may be willing to cooperate with them, either voluntarily or as a result of clever manipulation. Judge me by my deeds, not by some artificial test. Deeds are not everything. Watching the reaction of an unprepared subject reveals much about their true nature. Ha, I knew it. No. Enough. Paralictor Ominos raises his hand, calling for silence. He and the other Paralictors exchange glances, then they nod in return. We have seen and heard enough. The verdict is clear. What we have heard is sufficient to conclude that the accusations against the commander are unsubstantiated. We have no reason to suspect our ally of treason or associating with Aurilu Vorlesh. From now on, the orders are prepared to provide all possible assistance to the Fifth Crusade. Ha 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 ha! Yeah! I knew it! Huh. Regil listens very closely, sometimes nodding in accord with the words of his fellow Paralictor, then states in a wary and disagreeable voice, I disagree and officially dispute this decision. Do you intend to maintain your cooperation with the individual known as the Commander of the Fifth Crusade, even after everything you have heard? Unbelievable. This stupid and perfidious decision puts you on the same page with the demonic lackey we have been discussing. Paralictor Durenge is absolutely correct. Nobody has better knowledge or more in-depth experience in this matter than him. Durenge, that's enough. We are not going to argue like cantankerous old men. This decision is final, and you know that you have no means to dispute it. This is correct, I do not. But I have a different way of correcting your stupid, childish mistake. Regil narrows his yellow eyes, and gives you a piercing glare. I hereby challenge you to a duel, Commander. Oh, come on! This is irresponsible of you, Durange, but lawful. I cannot interfere, even though I very much want to. The orders refuse to support you, and you are making a fool of yourself to soothe your wounded pride. Such behavior is not befitting of a Paralictor. If I duel him, can I not kill him? You know what? As you agree to the duel. I tried. Clear the room and make the necessary preparations. Spell, give some space for the duel. And declare the start of the duel. May justice be done.
Defeat is not an option.
I mean, this is real asinine as an opening move, but summon. Astral Devas. And then Tankard of Free Spirit. And then I know it's asinine. Transform into a Brass Dragon. Okay, so yes, shape change will stack with Frightening Presence. Good people know only how to cheat. It's not cheating, it's using my abilities. My spells and abilities summon creatures. I'm just doing the best I can. And giving my all in this fight. That's all. It wasn't cheating. It was fair. Enough of this farce and this petty squabbling. The verdict has been passed and is not subject to appeal. The Hell Knight orders have no complaints against the Fifth Crusade or its commander. Indeed, we are now confident we can completely trust you, Commander. From this moment, not only will the Hell Knights continue fighting in the World Wound as allies of the Crusaders, we shall also put our elite squads under your command. The World Wound must be closed, and we will assist you to the best of our ability. Hold on. Here's something. Sorry about that. Alright. Omnos gives Regil a steely glare. We also apologize for the actions of Paralector Regil Durenge. He has overstepped his bounds and made a number of other questionable decisions that make us doubt his competence. He is henceforth removed from command of his chapter and stripped of his Paralector rank, pending further orders from Godclaw headquarters. Regil's expressionless face is impossible to read. He appears to be unfazed as always. He simply shrugs in response to Omnos's words. I hope there will be no further misunderstandings between us. There won't be, Commander. The purpose of this council was to eliminate them. Regil, no longer a Paralector, does not move or make a sound, but instead casts a quick glance that lets you know he'd like to speak in private. All right.
I believe I owe you an explanation, Knight Commander.
All right. Regil does not appear to be shaken or perturbed by what has just happened. His stern expression changes slightly, for a fleeting moment, becoming calmer and more pensive. I'm listening.
First, I'd like to paint you a picture of the situation I found myself in shortly before we met. I was one of the first to receive the information about an individual supposedly chosen by the gods who appeared in Kenabres. This message was followed by the news that the Queen of Mendev had appointed this person as the commander of the new crusade. The orders reacted in every conceivable way. I imagine that you and anything even remotely related to you was being discussed in every corner of every Hell Knight citadel. I did not have to be present to imagine the words spoken and the suggestions offered, nor the chaos. The orders often cannot agree, even among themselves. Anticipating the upcoming arguments, I submitted a petition and volunteered to attach myself to the new commander in order to assess his leadership and discover the true nature of his powers. But a good strategist looks far into the future. The role I gave myself was just the beginning. I watched and prepared contingency plans for every potential turn of events, such as if you turned out to be a menace that must be destroyed, or if you turned out to be a valuable asset and our best hope of triumphing over the abyssal host, an ally who must be supported, no matter the cost. I have been a Hell Knight for most of my life. I know the orders like the back of my hand. All our might, determination, and glory, as well as our weaknesses. Unfortunately, it was clear that not all of us would appreciate the tremendous potential of such an important piece showing up on the board. I could write dozens of reports, give you the most stellar of testimonies, and that still wouldn't be enough to convince the skeptics.
What would you put in those reports? What is your honest opinion of me?
I believe you are our best chance of healing the world wound once and for all. There is more. I see you not as a tool or a game piece, but as an ally. And a commander with great leadership potential. Which is why it is so important to remove the division between you and the orders.
What would the consequences of the Hell Knight's disapproval be?
For you, The worst-case scenario would have involved a war on two fronts. Having said that, I do not think things would have gotten that far. You have proven yourself to be an ally to the entire world, not a threat to it. Still, even the loss of support from the Hell Knights, or the hostility of individual highly aggressive orders, could have cost your crusade dearly. I wanted to avoid that crisis.
Go on.
Only a military tribunal would be able to resolve the issues between the Crusade commander and the Hell Knights. As formal a hearing as possible, to assure the orders they had considered the case and had the chance to pronounce a verdict. The occasion also called for a sacrifice. A symbolic victim would reinforce the impression of a successful trial and a unanimous decision. Nothing bolsters the reputation of the accused like the public humiliation of their accuser. I was the obvious choice for the role. So I organized this tribunal and did my best to ensure that the Paralictors arrived at the only correct decision, given the circumstances. Of course, this meant that my reputation would be destroyed, and I would be stripped of my rank. But that's inconsequential. Such losses are acceptable. I make no great fuss about the bleaching, but I do realize the full scope of its effects. The Fifth Crusade is quite possibly my last campaign. The pressures of time push people to extreme measures, and I am no exception. My aim was more than simply to prevent the Hell Knights from rallying against you. I wanted to strengthen your alliance, to give you a powerful army, a strong asset in the confrontation with the Abyssal Host. My gambit was successful. I am satisfied.
I did it! I saved Regil! There's no killing him. Alright, let's see here. I'm still willing to feel my pride, but thanks. I don't even know what to say. Small what you have done good. One is unacceptable. No. Thank you, Regil. I appreciate your sacrifice.
Your gratitude is unnecessary. I did what had to be done. Now that we are entirely clear, let us return to the main objective. I still hope to see the matter of the World Root resolved once and for all.
Done. Alright. Well, that was a pretty easy duel. You know, nice and fair. Right. Paralictor, Hominos, Ramfrey, Vermont. I found the extirpators, the entire chapter, Perish Fighting Monsters. See, thank you for the information. We shall commit it to paper. We're going to organize search parties, so it seems like you saved us a considerable sum of money. I think it would be fair to give if we gave you a part of it as a reward, 20,000 gold. Tell me about Reginald now after the tribunal and his loss of rank. The Paralictor's gaze pensively drifts off for a moment. It was sad to see one of the most worthy representatives of the Order fall. I must confess, I am surprised by what happened. Reginald Dorange usually gets his way. However, he immediately lost both his case and his title. At moments during the tribunal, it almost seemed like he was actually in control of everything that happened. However, perhaps I placed too high a regard on his competence. I suppose it's never too late to reassess. Have we cleared up all the misunderstandings? Can't expect the Hell Knights. We Hell Knights never let our guard down, even when dealing with our most trusted allies. However, we have the highest possible confidence in your reliability and competence. We have sent significant forces to your aid, and we will not falter in our commitment. Alright. Sounds good. See this? See this fairness right here? We got a summon that made a bunch of other summons, and another summon that made a bunch of other summons. This is what fair combat looks like. Azada's I had a whole legion of enemies against one Hell Knight gnome. That was a fair fight, though. He was outnumbered, but we were evenly matched. Entirely wrong after all. Former Paralictor Dorange, shame upon himself and his order. Last certainty. It hasn't always been clear whether the commander was an ally or an enemy. There we go. See that? Alright, I'm gonna have to turn back to normal so this is easier to do. Oh wait, no, not the wings. Here it is. Turn back. And after a moment, alright, talk to Yeager. But an unpleasant turn of events. Still, it could have ended so much worse. Alright. Alright, I have to go soon. Because apparently there was an unexpected turn of events. So, with Regil now alive, we are in a better spot than before. Alright. Now it would be nice if I could save Daeron. We'll see about that one next time. Until then, thank you all for joining me on this run of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I hope to see you later tonight with